Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, KGRA proudly brings to you its Pop Culture Minefield's Dork Side of the Ring! The Dork Knight, Danny Ballard, the Atmosphere, Joe Rivers, the Dork Side of the Ring! And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Suck it! Hello there.
What's going on, Big Daddy?
I don't know. What happened to me coming on? Man, we got some serious production issues. We're going to have a meeting after this show because I thought I was supposed to come on and introduce you guys. But, hey, doesn't matter. I'm the Dork Knight, Danny Ballard, host of the Dork Side of the Ring.
Where's my title?
Lovely gentleman here. Our producer's really, has it been 30 seconds yet? No, our producer's really messing up right now.
I know, right?
Can we have our little subtitles, sir? No.
Can we get Bill back? No.
You guys are not nice.
No, I love Dos Wolf.
You know that man got under the knife this week. Give him a break. Oh, and he kicks him out of there. He kicked your ass right out of there, bro.
How's it feel?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Oh, he doesn't have his camera on, the prick. All right. Anyway. Hey, I just want to say hi to the chat. What up, Daryl? He says, I'm watching it live. Right on. And of course, my mother, my biggest fan, is here.
That's right. That's right.
Mom, I really
money or that Mountain Dew money.
Yeah, I gotta say, I gotta please, Mom. So my mom hit up the Popcast guys because I do a lot of stuff with them, and I co-hosted I guest hosted their Thursday show, and she hit up Nerdrotic, and I've never been on his. He's like a huge channel. Gary's huge, yeah, and different Gary. So my mom hits up the Popcast guys to get Gary's info. Mom, do not do that mother thing. Do you know how much I will never hear the end of it? If you hit up Gary, right? If you hit up Gary for me, please don't. Come on. Like I love you, but please don't do that. Thank you, baby.
This is why I don't tell my mom about my podcast.
Hey, CC.
I can't believe she did that.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, come on, Mom. Come on. I'm I'm in my 40s. There we go.
There they are.
There they are.
So what a damn pay-per-view this week, man.
Oh my God. Okay. Dos Wolfen, while we're talking, I need you to find there's a picture of MJF with a big old shiner. It looks like Rocky Balboa. It's all
man.
Shut.
The hematoma fell.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I need you to find that. I hope it's been 30 seconds. I need you to find that so we can share it when I ask you for it. So let me know in the private chat if that's a thing. But okay, guys. Yeah, let's screw it. I don't give a shit how you guys did this week. Let's go straight into. No, I'm just kidding. Joe, how was your week, buddy? It's been a minute.
It's great, man. Great. Back to normal. The kids are back at home, and I got back to my schedule, and yeah, everything going good, man.
You ever gonna, invite me on one of your shows?
Yeah,
he invites me all the time. I just have work conflict.
Wow, yeah. I never get an invite. Wow.
Yeah.
So he likes Johnny more than he likes. Yeah, there it is. Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. Yeah.
Wow. It's the left eye of the devil right there.
Yeah. Whatever. His tweet was like, the rats don't mind though, because
the rats don't mind, huh?
Yeah, he's hitting the mat and banging the rats, and they don't mind. He looked like he did. Pull that up one more time. Tell me you didn't get some. Please tell me you didn't get some serious Rocky vibes. That looks like something out of Rocky, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, considering I just watched all of the Rocky movies and both Creed movies to prep myself to go see Creed 3. Yeah, I give it the Rocky approval.
Yeah, but you don't have to watch the Rocky movies because
Rocky's not in it. Yeah, I'm.
Where am I from?
I'm actually. I know,
Where
man.
am I
I know.
from?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, I
no,
forgot.
you
I'm
I
silly
sorry.
always gotta
boy.
watch the Rocky movies.
I forgot.
So,
the Rocky
yeah.
movies are on a loop on some channel somewhere at all
Yeah.
times in Philadelphia. I'm
Okay,
sure.
it is a proven fact that at any time during the day in the city of Philadelphia, Rocky is playing on some TV somewhere within the city limits.
So,
It's what keeps the elder gods at bay.
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong. Well, so he was demoted. He used to be our producer, and then he was demoted because Bill became our producer to just chat manager, I believe is what the credits said. But today, Das Wolfen is our producer. So, producer, sir, why don't you come say hi for a second? Come on, show your face. Let's talk for a minute. That's not your face. That's not your face. There we go. How are you
how's it
doing?
going?
How are you doing?
I'm doing
this
okay.
week? Yeah. How was your week, sir?
Well, I got had surgery on Wednesday, so.
Oh, what kind? Or you can tell me none of my business. I'm just,
Oh no, I had gastric sleeve.
That's dude. I had that surgery years ago, dude. That's the best. I'm surprised you are on because I was wrecked for like a while. You're on the clear diet right now, right? You can't have anything but clear foods, right?
Yeah,
Like
I'm on the liquid diet. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, it's the best decision I ever made. I had a heart attack in 2016, broke my hip, and that was in September. January 2017, broke my hip trying to lose weight because I got cleared. I got cleared to exercise by my cardiologist in January, and then but I had previous hip issues. I just wasn't thinking. I was being stupid. And then my insurance was like, okay, you need a hip replacement, but you're too fat. So we're going to give you the gastric sleeve. And then when you get down to a 21 BMI, we'll replace your hip. So I was in excruciating pain for almost a year. I was on a walker. Like it was ridiculous. And, but I tell you what, man, if you need to pick my brain, if you ever want to talk to me, cause I've been through it, best decision I ever made, man.
Thanks.
And before you know
I think it's the best. I think it's the best one that I've made, even though there are a couple of times I have been regretting it recently. But
oh, dude, no, trust me, I know, man. And here, in fact, so thanks to Salty Trekker, baby, what's that thing from KFC called?
Hey, baby, what's that thing from KFC that I like?
Hey, baby.
Hey,
The boss in.
the boss is here.
yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to did John tell you?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. This is a temporary fix because I'm sick to death of every single day getting a claim from YouTube, from Idiom Music on Net Music.
Yeah, for the
it's
MUFON ad.
Yeah.
It's the MUFON ad.
So we got the ad set up.
Bill told me to go ahead and just temporarily replace the music for now until we figure out a better fix. Because he's down in Roswell, New Mexico right now, and he's not able to help us.
Fearless producer is in Roswell hunting for alien life or proof of it.
Well, I told him, I said, there are some people there, because he told me who's there. I said, get them on Don's and my show on Wednesday, please.
Look
Because
at Joe
I will
trying
do
to
it.
flex with his raw cup. I see how it is, Joe, down there flexing. Anyway, sorry.
What's this? Oh, look at that.
God.
I want you to tell me that you're gay without saying that you're gay. Oh.
Oh, he just did. He just did.
Really? Did I?
Really?
You like the big, oh my God. You like the big men slapping man meat.
No,
I got to tell you, some of the hottest women, it's true, are in pro wrestling.
Damn straight they are.
Hey, have a good show, guys. I just wanted to make sure you're aware that when you do your commercial break, that music is different now. And
For sure.
When you watch from back screen, you'll see nobody dancing now.
Gary's appearance caused a breach, John. Get on top of it.
Oh, no.
I don't have videos in the new
That's right. We've got a new theme. No backdoor
Okay.
videos.
Hold on. Let me.
Wait, he's got one.
I
Watch
always
this.
have one. Are you kidding me?
He's
I have
gonna
access
throw
to
one
my
up
computer.
somewhere.
Let me. I'll just go on there by share video file, and then I will go. That's why I like having my access to my computer all the time. Here it is. Back door video. There you go, monkey.
Items and one item that related to the said items.
Why don't we take a ride to the Corbata Club? Maybe he stashed the items there.
Mr. Marlowe, people would talk. When I go into the back entrance. Please leave that remark alone.
That's one of the better ones.
I haven't seen.
I
the
got to tell you,
Marlowe
man,
movie yet.
if you haven't seen that movie, watch it. I so thoroughly enjoyed it. Everybody's like fixated with the stupidest shit about this movie. Just sit down.
I just
shut up.
I just heard Liam Neeson was
Eat your
like grossly
popcorn.
miscasting.
Well, that's it. But the fact is, he is now officially the oldest actor to play Marlowe, but he's not the only one to do that. Mitchum played him twice in the 70s.
Robert Mitchum did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He did one that was actually really good, Murder My Sweet. And then he did another one, which was a remake of To Have and Have Not with Bogart. It was a remake. And it was made modern, whereas the other one was made to be in the 40s. And it's a much better film. But even the modern one wasn't that bad. I enjoy it. It's sort of like pizza. You know, even when pizza's bad, it's still pizza.
True.
You know, so you enjoy it.
I typically use ice cream for that example, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it's melted, don't it? It's a milkshake.
That's my philosophy on Disney Star Wars. Like even though it's not as good as the original trilogy, it's still Star Wars. So come on.
Star Wars. Yeah.
That's a terrible comparison. Now,
I would beg to differ.
You just got a check mark on you, motherfucker. Anyway,
the less we talk about Rise of Skywalker, the better, though.
Yeah, I don't like any of them. I liked Force Awakens was likable, but once it was required, what comes next to make it good? Because
I think they should have storyboarded that entire trilogy before even making the first one.
Let's not even go there, but it's worse than that because they did. They had a plan, and then they didn't follow it.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
Like, Johnny
Bring him back.
Know what the hell he's talking about.
What did I do?
This is a rabbit hole I don't have time to go into because Anima is waiting for me right now.
All right.
But, Marlowe is really good, and I'm going to tell you this. Neil, forget his name. He directed The Crying Game. He's worked with Liam Neeson before, and that's why Liam is in there. Because he's really good at tough guys, because he was a tough guy in real life. That guy was a street fighter. And like for money. Yeah, he did bare knuckle boxing. That's why his nose fucked up. If you look at his nose, that nose is broken. And
he'll always be Galahad to me.
Oh my God, he was so good. He was also really good in Kroll.
Yeah,
I love Liam Neeson, man. He's one of my favorite actors.
Later.
Yes, but I'm going to tell you, this film nails Marlowe really well. It's very straightforward, but more than anything, it's witty. And if you're going to do Sam Spade or Philip Marlowe, you got to have wit because they're snarky characters.
Yeah,
Dashiell Hammett and I just forgot his name that wrote Marlowe. These two guys wrote those cocky, smart-ass detectives in a way, and it really does. And there's also, by the way, a nod in the final scenes. There's just before the very end. There's a nod to Dashiell Hammett and Sam Spade in it, because the character says, "What else did you find in before that fire?" He says, "Ark of the Covenant, the Maltese Falcon," and then they laugh and smoke a cigarette. And I'm like, that was fucking great. So highly recommend that film. I can't say more about it. And I got to tell you, Liam nails it.
I'll check it out.
And there's a Tommy gun scene and an aquarium scene. A Tommy gun and aquarium scene. That's a must-see moment. It was one of my favorite moments in the film. I'm like, fuck yeah. That was cool. Good film. All right, I'm going to head back over to Anima. I just want to make sure you guys knew what was going on. Danny, keep talking about your weight loss and heart attacks. I love hearing your heart attack stories. Nothing depressing about them at all.
Not at all. Not at all. It's inspiring. Inspiring. I'm still here, damn it.
You too can have a heart attack.
No. I'm a cautionary tale. Do not have a heart attack.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Have fun.
I've spent a lifetime drinking alcohol and eating greasy fried food, and I have not had my heart. When is my heart attack?
Well, how old are you?
41.
Oh, you bastard. Yeah, I had mine at 37. So, yeah.
I'm behind the curve, man.
I must have had a lot more stress in my life.
I'm wondering what's going to happen first, the weight loss surgery or the heart attack.
57, haven't had one yet.
That's good, but you're also fit. So,
It's true.
I don't even remember why I asked John on. I was going to give him shit about something.
Why is Joe in the best shape of all of us?
Gary derailed me. So
I don't know. Well, have a good show, guys. I'll be in.
Thank you, John. All right, Johnny.
Yeah.
How was yours?
I have. Let's
week,
just say that Dust Wolf is not the only one who had a surgery this week. I had a minor procedure done on my foot.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had a ingrown take a turn for the worse. I could have lost my toe. I got the doom and gloom from my podiatrist.
Wait a minute. You had to have surgery on a fucking hangnail?
No, an ingrown toenail. It was gross. I don't know. Let's just say that it was growing down the side of my toe.
Enough said.
Yeah.
It was.
All right. So let's before we talk about the actual pay-per-view, you guys saw my thumbnail, right? For the show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
MJF doing his best CM Punk impersonation.
That was the best media scrum AEW's ever done.
Now I am gonna double down on the fact that it is definitely a work. Definitely a work.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. CM Punk's gonna come back and he's gonna knock that shit heel MJF off of his pedestal and win the title back.
I don't think he's gonna go after MJF when he comes back. I think his sights are set on Kenny Omega.
I was fixing to say, if you don't play if you don't play into the brawl out, you're fucking up.
Okay. Well, why would it be Kenny Omega when they released that he knocked out one of the Hardley boys?
Because he's not taking on all three of them. He's taking on the best of them.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
And I don't even want to get on into the elite at all.
All I know is I want to have one of them pickles. He made those look delicious.
Oh my God. He put those pickles over so hard. and for me, I'm a guy who likes a good dill pickle every now and then. Well, let's just say by every now and then, I mean, I have a whole jar of them sitting in the fridge and I just eat them.
Yeah, dude. So I had this, I can't remember what stream I was on somebody's stream and God, I can't remember whose it was. And I started, God, I can't remember whose it was, but I started eating a pickle during the stream, because we were talking about wrestling and the MJF thing. And so I left for a second, got a pickle because I love pickles. I always have a jar in the fridge and I come back and I just go like, I'm like trying to yeah. Hey, and they're a negative calorie food, John. So it takes more calories.
It's green. You can have all the greens you want, baby.
Yeah, man.
All of it.
So this is true. So all right.
So going back to the media scrum, pickles aside, like MJF acted exactly how I would want a logical heel to work. Like just some of the stuff he says, I'm like, this guy gets it. Like people saying he couldn't wrestle Daniel Bryan for an hour. Well, he did. And he has nothing to prove to anybody. He's like, I loved when he was talking about like, oh, I don't wrestle a lot because I don't have to wrestle a lot. I'm the pinnacle here.
I was just to say, and this is one of the reasons why I proposed we do a State of the Apron kind of story, because you saw him wrestle like this in friggin' Major League.
Oh, in MLW,
yeah. Mm-hmm. You saw him do it all the time. Yeah,
I didn't, but you two did. Mm-hmm. So, all right.
Let's just say I've been a fan of this guy for a long time. Since he started.
I love the dynasty. Also, him and Hammerstone together was cool.
Told me about MJF for the first time? Hammerstone.
Yeah.
He and I were talking about him backstage, and like he's like, dude, you gotta watch this guy.
Who was the third in that in the dynasty faction? Who was the third? Was it Davey Boy Smith Jr.?
He was with them for a short time, but there was a third guy. You know, God damn it.
All right, now stop that. Stop that. I was doing that about an hour ago.
That was acting.
The dynasty, dude, the dynasty was awesome. They were great.
All right. Well, hey, let's
Richard Holiday.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's talk about the results.
And Monkey Jeebus just called it at the same time you looked it up. Yep.
Yeah. So I just, for the record, I just want it to be known that Joe and I whipped the ever living shit out of Johnny with our predictions. I mean,
no, you really didn't.
We really did.
But you didn't.
No, we really did though. We really did.
There
So let's
are
talk
two
about it.
things you did not that I got wrong. Two does not a bad prediction make. I
Yeah,
said
but
that
I
Will
think-
Hobbs would get involved in the Wardlow.
And you were wrong. You were wrong. Totally
Joe,
wrong.
that was
Totally
one.
wrong.
And I was
Egg on
wrong
your
on the
face.
women's match.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd also
yeah.
like to say that I'm the only one who called that the House of Black was going to beat the Elite.
Oh,
You are.
hell.
You're welcome.
And
Yeah, like,
and
well.
wow, was I happy to see that.
Yeah, me too.
Which
Me too.
and actually it was one of the matches of the night for me.
But after
So-
watching Dynamite, it didn't have the result I wanted. and
Oh,
it pissed
dude!
me off.
I like before we get into the shit week. Like I don't know, man. Like AEW's really letting me down. But let's go
I
ahead
even
and.
said the match was going to win with a score of 4-3, didn't I? Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
you
what?
did.
That was some Bret Hart bullshit. Okay. You want to? You know what? Let's just start at the top. Let's talk about that match. Bryan Danielson had him dead to rights. Motherfucker taps out after the bell, and
After the bell.
Gorilla Monsoon comes out or whatever. Not really, but you know what I
I
mean.
mean, either way,
it
MJF should have
says-
still won.
Yeah. Match was some bullshit. Hey, Zax, what's up, buddy?
It was
Thanks
not
for joining
bullshit.
us.
That was one of the best Iron Man matches I've seen in years.
No, it was a really, really good. No, I know. It's a really good Iron Man match. But now I'm concerned. Is Danielson's contract up or something? Is it?
No,
been a
I
year
think he's
with
taking
him?
time off though.
Well, yeah, no, he said he was. He said he was like, I don't know
Yeah,
if
he damn sure cut a promo on Dynamite that sounded like he was going
Like
to
he was gone,
for a
like-
while.
yeah,
Yeah,
like-
but I don't think he's quitting. That guy loves it too much.
Oh yeah, he's addicted to it.
Mhm.
yeah. But no, that match did tell a good story. But I'm like, come on, man, really? You're gonna do the? It was pretty much the Bret Hart finish.
He's a heel, dude. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
All right.
And it's not
Anyway.
like Brian got screwed. Even if they had stopped the match at the time,
Well,
limit,
no,
MJF
well,
would have
no.
still retained.
So right, which I'd rather that than dude. He tapped out. When's the last time you ever saw that Bryan Danielson tap out?
That was the shocking part for me.
I've
That
never
was-
seen.
I don't think
him
I've
tap out.
ever seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Mhm.
Granted, I didn't watch him in ROH or any of his other indie promotions, but in WWE, I'm pretty sure. You know.
I mean, there were a couple times where he was a heel, like during his heel run, where he tapped out.
Oh, there were. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
All right.
baby
So
faces usually don't tap out. That's just wrestling
yeah,
logic.
that was unexpected. And then but I did like the promo. I like how they explained it in his promo. You know, with the like the kids, you know,
Yeah.
he knocked me out with the oxygen tank. When I came to, I couldn't feel my arms or my leg.
Yeah, that was
You
pretty
know,
cool.
Yeah,
That was
it
neat.
was a good promo.
Mhm.
All right, so do you want to talk any more about, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Is there anything else with that main event you want to go over? Or?
I thought the greatest thing in the main event was when he spilled the water on the kid.
Yeah.
That was kind of beat
laughed
up.
my ass
Yeah.
off for 5 minutes straight. So I'm like,
Yeah.
that's some old school heel. That is some territory level heel shit.
That's some Ric Flair shit right there.
That
That's
is
what
some
it
Ric
is.
Flair
Yep.
shit. Right?
Woo! That's some Jim Cornette trying to get them to the parking lot before they get shot thing.
Oh,
Good
Cornette
stuff right
loved
there.
it.
Yeah.
Have you heard his review on it? He loved
Oh yeah.
Actually-
I'm sure he did.
Actually, I actually haven't. I've been so busy this week with work, and I didn't even watch Rampage. I did catch the ups and downs, but Rampage is becoming more and more skippable. Not to get off on a tangent here, but did you guys hear that Tony Khan is in talks to have a third show?
Yes, I've heard that. They are doing an all access show, I think is what
Not
it's
that show. That
called.
doesn't count. That's a
Okay.
reality show, the All Access. That's already
Okay.
done. It's been shot. No, he's in talks to have another Saturday night in the old TBS slot that WCW used to be in. So like the 6:05 slot, so 6 o'clock now.
Mhm. I
It's
heard
gonna
he
be
had,
it's gonna be an
filed a
hour long.
trademark
Yeah, it's
for
gonna be
something.
Yeah, it's going to be an hour long
Mhm.
show. They're just finishing the,
Hmm.
the details or whatever of the deal.
I
would
feel
almost
like they're better off expanding Rampage to a 2-hour format.
That's what I was. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Incorporating what, I would incorporate some of what they do on Dark or Dark Elevation. Like, take one of the YouTube shows, a lot of the undercard matches. Take some of the really good ones that you have on the on the paper, put them on Rampage.
Yeah.
and just extend Rampage out to 2 hours. That
No,
would make it more watchable to me.
I 100% agree with you because Rampage is just very skippable. The main event of this week's show apparently was a women's match. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it was.
Oh, they got plenty of talent there, Daryl. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have more than enough. That's why they need another hour of TV. I agree with Johnny.
Much talent.
What they need to do is stop this participation trophy shit and cut down on the belts.
There's too damn many belts. And what the
No,
hell?
wait,
And the
They're
belts they do
changing
have
the
keep
All
changing.
Atlantic.
Apparently, do you hear what they're doing with the All Atlantic champion?
Of course,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The All Atlantic title is being changed to the.
We're going to level it
international-
up.
Yeah, level it up to the international title. What do you, so Johnny, you were about to talk about that. What do you think about that?
I just think it's ridiculous. You know, it's Tony Khan's ADD booking, and just he can't double down on an idea. It's like he piddles in something for a few minutes and then just moves on. Or always he's tampering, he's meddling, he's George Lucas making the special edition. Like,
yeah,
it's like, dude, just leave it lie, man. Just let it go. Let it breathe. Let it breathe on its own.
Like a fine whiskey.
He's Hey DD.
He's the snowman. Anywho,
yes, that's right. He is the snowman.
So let's talk about the other. I don't want to spend too much time because this is week-old news. The next top tier match, Jamie Hayter, the AEW Women's Champion, took on Saraya and Ruby Soho, and retained her title. And after the fact, they're not. Everybody's was calling them the Outsiders. Their official name now is the Outcasts. So these three. So Ruby joined the Outcasts. What do you guys think of this?
Oh, well, go ahead, Johnny.
I was right that there was going to be a heel turn. I just thought it was going to be from Britt Baker and not Ruby Soho.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Me personally, cool. That's kick-ass.
It was a good match, and I like what it's doing for Ruby's character. I like that she continued the arc on Dynamite. I could see Ruby getting a big push out of this.
I hope so. I've always liked Ruby Riott, Ruby Soho. I used to get a lot of flack for it because I think she's fine as hell. But I get a lot of grief for that. But whatever, you know.
Why?
I don't like because
I like bad girls with
it's
tattoos.
the nose, man. It's the nose.
She got her nose. She got her nose did. She
Yeah.
looks a lot better now, but she looked
She had
fine
the witch
before.
hook at one time.
She
So,
did.
you know.
She did, but so did my second ex-wife and one of my ex-girlfriends.
Well,
In fact,
now we know you got a type. Look out.
yeah. So, well, no, like, Johnny, did you ever meet Taja? I dated her forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a
So tell me Taja doesn't like. I used to tell her that she used to get mad at me. I'd be like, God, man, Ruby Soho reminds me of you. She's like, that bitch? I'm like,
kind of.
man.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? Yeah.
yeah, right. You see it, right?
I can see it.
Yeah, yeah,
This is definitely involving all their best female talent, though.
yeah.
And so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. The only one that's not involved is the TBS champ. You know, Jade Cargill.
Yeah,
so.
and she wasn't on the pay-per-view. That was
No.
interesting. Yeah, that was a little interesting.
Mhm.
I'm wondering who will break Jake Cargill's streak, because it's like I feel like they've booked her into a corner. She's beating everybody now.
No, she hasn't. She really hasn't. She's just the mid-card chick. She hasn't faced any of the top-tier talent. When's like have I
It's true, she
seen?
hasn't-
Yeah, have I seen Jake Cargill versus Jamie Hayter? Have I seen her versus Britt Baker? Have I seen her versus Ruby Soho?
Nope.
Have I seen her versus, you know?
No, she beat Ruby. She beat Ruby for the TBS title.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, in the tournament. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, that's one.
Monet is available.
That's true.
Daryl says
Monet. Okay, so that was a decent match. The next one I want to talk about is kind of fucking hate Adam Page. Empty-headed Adam Page actually beat Jon Moxley. And now Jon Moxley's a heel, which he's better as anyway. But what did you guys think of that match? I was surprised. What did you guys think of that match?
I thought it was a good match.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good
it
match.
was good. It was good. John, of course, bled all over the damn place as usual. I mean, I think he takes blood thinners before these matches.
He
man.
must, man. Did you see that? that fucking promo he did where he's bleeding all over the stairs? I'm like, Jesus, dude, like somebody's got to clean that up, man. What the fuck?
Right?
You know?
What
It's
is the
like that.
problem, man?
Yeah.
But
You know, like,
yeah, it was good.
It was a good
I
match,
mean,
but I don't like Adam Page. But I get it; he's a homegrown talent, and they want to like keep pushing him.
I actually was very entertained by that match. They definitely delivered on the violence that was promised.
Yeah.
I liked the end spot where he basically hung him with a chain. Because
yeah.
I don't care if you're John. I don't care if you're John Moxley. Who wouldn't tap out to that? You're literally being hung by a chain.
if it, you know what this pay-per-view says in a loud and hearty way.
What's that?
If you're an ex-WWE star and your name is not CM Punk, you are there to put people over.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, just ask Chris Jericho.
So
Ricky Starks a good clean win.
Yeah.
I was anticipating an Action Andretti heel turn. I was wrong about that.
I'm ready for this Jericho Society stuff to stop.
You might get what you want. I think in this. We'll talk about that when we get to Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
So the next match. Let's see if we go in order of importance. I just did the John Moxley. So the tag titles. Oh my God, guys! Guess who's back? 7-star FTR.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Top guys doing top guy shit.
Hell
That's
yeah. Right. And this feeds more into I know the CM Punk things will work. He's going to be back. Johnny, I think you're right. He's probably still on the damn cover of the game because Tony Khan, I can't remember what it was. He's being interviewed by somebody and they asked him about the video game. And he did that whole like Ariel Helwani interview shit where he's like, no comment. I can't comment on it. I can't talk about it.
Apparently, Kenny Omega said that the reason the video game is being delayed is that it was too bloody for the rating, and that they had to go in there and rework some of the blood mechanics.
Well, that makes sense because
that's half a day of coding, man. Like,
no, that's true, but it's probably a half truth because I wouldn't be surprised if AEW tried to put way too much blood into a video game because they have way too much blood on their programs, but that's just my opinion. All right, so well then let's go on to the Guns versus the Acclaim versus Triple J versus the comedy act of Danhausen and Orange Cassidy.
Oh.
I knew this was going to be the outcome because FTR is going to come back. They're going to spank the shit out of the ass boys, and they're going to get those AEW tag titles.
Yes, they are.
I would have rather seen them in that match and do it on pay-per-view. I would have rather seen them come in.
I mean, they'll probably stretch the taffy out until the next pay-per-view. You know, they'll probably build.
Well, the next one is their WrestleMania, right?
Extension because they won't be around at the next pay-per-view if they haven't.
Who?
FTR.
Oh no, they did. Yeah, it was reported by. We don't know. According to Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer, they did sign a multi-year deal. All of the teasing
the
and stuff
Dave
they were
Meltzer
doing.
who said CM Punk will never wrestle in AEW ever again, right?
Yeah, you know, Uncle Dave's not like, you know what? That's fair. But I don't know, man. I don't think FTR would have had the big glorious comeback they did at the end of this match if they weren't going to be around for a while.
Yeah, I don't think you put them out there like that.
Yeah.
No, not if you're not going to be able to deliver with some big matches. Yeah.
So then, again, just trying to get through real quick. Then we had the TNT Championship title with Wardlow and Samoa Joe.
Yep.
And
match, just big beefy boys kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Apparently, that video with Wardlow and his car being broken into and all that is a fucking work. It was a storyline. It's a work. Can you believe that?
Hobbs did it.
Hobbs probably going to show up in there with
QT and Hobbs have teased. That's why I'm like, oh, this has got to be a work because they've teased that next week they're gonna like talk about the break-in and stuff. So wow, man, like that's a pretty cool work if you ask me, because it had me fooled. It had me
especially
fooled.
with the history, because Jericho really did get the AEW title.
Yeah,
like
right, and he barely reacted to it. right? This guy
Yeah.
says they stole everything from
He
me.
stole everything my entire life. Yeah.
Yeah.
To build
that
up
screams
sympathy.
work.
Because
that
here's the
screams
thing.
a work.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
if it wasn't a work, I don't think they would have been like, kicking the man while he was down and take his title off of him. So I think
No.
it ties in nicely.
Yeah.
And I dug that.
Mhm.
But anyways, Wardlow won that match, got his title, only to lose it to Hobbs, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Which I don't know
By the
why
way,
they
the
didn't just
best-
do it the way I don't know why they just didn't do it the way I suggested.
Because I think Tony Khan,
I may have got, like,
especially if this CM Punk thing really is a work like we think it is, that means Tony Khan is like, he's just a mark for blurring the lines. He wants to fool people into thinking shit's real. You know what I mean? And so I get why, if the car break-in thing is actually a work, I'm that's why your prediction didn't come true. You know what I mean? Because they wanted to
Yeah.
do this. Yeah. But it does suck for Wardlow. They really dropped the ball with him, man. Like, he could have been like, he was at a point where he was just so over with the fans. They should have just strapped the rocket on him and sent him
They blew
to the moon, baby.
see,
they blew his push, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
see, Wardlow's one of those guys where I think once his contract is up, I feel like WWE should swoop him up because I think he'd do great things under their
Oh,
system.
I think he'd be great in WWE. Yeah, for sure. He's got
Yeah.
that look. Yeah. So anyway, so the next, what was the next title? There was the trio. The trio.
I mean, that's Wardlow, future NXT champion. I'm telling you right now. Future NXT champion.
Fuck NXT. Put him in
No,
in
he'll get to the main roster, but he will definitely get a run at the black and gold title.
All right. So the trios champions. I couldn't be happier about being wrong.
But it was a good
Yes,
flipping match
absolutely.
too.
No, it was, but I could not be happier about being wrong. I am thankful. I am so happy. It's weird because they you'd think the Harley Boys would keep, I don't know, like, yeah. Joe, what did you think? I don't know.
What did I think? I think I loved the outcome. I loved some of the spots in it. I love the part where Kenny went down to down to the floor and Malachi plopped down like he used to do all the damn time, and it's sitting Indian style. I thought that was cool as hell. I like Malachi Black. I've always liked him, and I think it's great. I think what is Buddy Murphy's new name? I don't know his name.
Buddy
in this
Matthews.
promotion.
Buddy Matthews.
He's
Okay.
not your buddy, buddy.
Yeah. He is a bad dude. I love watching him
Yeah.
do his
No,
thing.
so is Brody King, man. There was this funny bit
I
where Matt
actually left
Jackson-
that match thinking like, man, I really want to see a singles match between Buddy Matthews and Kenny Omega. I think that
and
would
Kenny
tear
Omega.
the off.
Yeah.
The crowd wanted that too, man. You could
Yes,
tell.
they
Yeah,
did.
I
crowd,
think that match alone would tear the roof off the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
The
they
only-
did a great job with the match. I told you what I wanted to see out of it. I wanted to see Kenny blow it for the Elite and them get separated. But
that didn't happen.
we'll
Although
talk about it
Kenny-
when we get to Dynamite so
Yeah.
I can cry in my beer.
But,
Ugh.
but Kenny did V-trigger a woman. And then he was just like, oh, well. And I was
Yeah,
like, well,
oops.
That's kind of,
Yeah.
I think they could have used that a little bit better, but it
Yeah.
did play into the finish. So,
Mhm.
I mean, she wasn't his intended target.
And she
Yeah,
shouldn't have
but-
been up on the apron.
this
So,
is true, but like,
Facts.
in the past, when something like that happens, usually a baby face will be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And like go down there and it'll cause some big like distraction. And he kind of played it like a heel. He was just like, and then
Play
just,
stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's what happens. to him.
so.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love
we're all
the
good.
match. I thought it was good. I really did.
So okay, so then we have God, what else was there? Oh, I know you guys are not as hot on Ricky Starks as I am, but I'm so glad he beat Chris Jericho. I was so
Yes.
I was so worried.
I'm
about
sick of Chris Jericho and his mid card vortex, man.
That. Yeah,
Lord,
mid card vortex.
I
Nice.
really am, dude.
And then okay, so I think Joe actually texted me during this match. So the Jack Perry Christian Cage last burial match
Yeah.
was basically a combination of a casket match with a buried alive match.
Yeah, we texted about it, not during the
Yeah.
match, but yeah, we were talking about how they were going to do it. And
Or no,
sure enough, they put a
fucking
casket out there.
it was the build up, I think, because you
Mhm.
texted me. I told you it was going to be a casket match.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
I just
so
want to. How fast did that coffin drop? It was like, whoop.
I know,
Yeah,
right? I
bam.
hope. Yeah, I hope
gone.
Christian's okay. He didn't get like
Yeah,
a
right.
whiplash or anything.
take
from
it easy,
it.
guys. Come on,
Mm.
use some hydraulics or something. Take it easy on the old
I
man.
think that was all the matches. Right?
Christian bled in that match too.
Yeah.
I
got
think
bit
he
in
bled
the forehead,
I
man.
think he bled the hard way though. I don't know if that was planned, but I don't know.
Don't think it was planned. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell. But he. Do you think he's done? Do you think he's gone? Do you think he's on his way?
No, Christian.
No. I mean, with AEW, because I think he might be on his way to do a last ride with Edge in WWE.
Let's hope so, because when we get to WWE, that's one of the guys that needs to go ahead and hang.
Oh,
out.
Daryl,
Really does.
I like
He
this.
looks
For those of
bad.
you who are listening, we're not on KGRA today, are we?
Oh, we're not.
I don't know.
No.
Dos Wolf, and let me know. But just in case we are, Daryl Harris in the chat says former WWE stars basically sign on to AEW to be mini bosses for the homegrown
talent. Yep.
tackle on the way up.
I
I'm
believe
seeing
that's
that.
the. I
Yeah.
believe I said the Reader's Digest version of that a few seconds ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
To put
yeah.
people over.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, okay,
Unless
so we
you're
are
Miro
on.
and then you disappear.
So we are on
Into the ether.
KGRA,
Okay.
Digital Broadcasting. Thank you very
Yes.
much. Today's show is brought to you by Fuel Up, but we'll get into that later. There was a pre-show.
Of course, my
match.
favorite wrestler in the promotion was on the pre-show.
Yeah, there you go.
Backing up one of the Briscoes, the surviving Briscoe,
Mark.
Penta,
That was a
Zero.
pretty banger of a match
Zero.
too.
That was crazy. That was on the free.
They
show
should have had that on the regular
YouTube.
one, man.
Yeah. So it was.
I did like seeing Smart Mark Sterling take a package pile driver.
Yeah. So it was.
Penta likes to do that.
It was a good. It was a good pay-per-view, but I would say, they've kind of screwed the pooch on the follow-up. So let's go. Unless there's anything else you guys want to say about the pay-per-view, I was going to say let's go move into Dynamite.
No, the pay-per-view. The final word on the pay-per-view, at least mine. You can get the Johnny's, but mine is that Iron Man match was Dynamite. That's so.
No pun intended, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And
we need more heels doing heel things to the crowd. Dump more water on fans. I loved it.
Yeah.
Well, they've been doing that. They've been ripping up people's signs and stuff
See,
like
I
that.
love when people do shit like that. It's if you're going to be a bad guy, be a bad guy. Double down, and that's what I love about MJF. He is not one of these guys who's like a bad guy in the ring and then he's nice on Twitter like Kevin Owens. I love Kevin Owens. Don't get me wrong; he's one of my favorite wrestlers in the world. But like Kevin Owens could be the biggest heel in wrestling, but then you follow his Twitter account and he's playing with his cats, and I'm like, what the hell, man?
Hey, bad guys. Well, first of all,
cats.
Dr. Claw had a cat. Lots of villains have cats. You can be a bad
Dr. Evil
guy
had
and
a
play
cat.
with. What is Fuel Up? Is it like
cat.
Viagra in a jar? I have
Ernst Stavro Blofeld, the guy that Dr. Evil is modeled after, has a cat.
I have a pussy cat as well. So let's get into Dynamite, shall we?
Yes. All evil bastards have cats.
So yes.
Follow up to Revolution.
The
Revolution.
Okay, let's talk about this All Atlantic Championship BS. And Tony,
you mean the international champion?
Tony Khan, he comes out, and I'm gonna tell you, this is some exciting news. We're gonna level up the belt, and it's gonna be the, whatever.
Khan
blah, 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 blah.
should never be on camera. Ever.
He shouldn't, man, or at least he should not do a line of blow before he gets on it. I don't know, man, because he's just like, he's like, come on. Yeah, he's like, well, either way, you're supposed to take it in oral fashion, not snort it, bro. It's like, dear God. So this was a good match, but I'm starting to feel like they only brought in Jay Lethal to lose. Like, what the hell, man? Jay Lethal's too good to be losing so damn much.
Jay Lethal needs to go back to Ring of Honor.
But-
That's his wheelhouse.
But
I have a feeling Jeff Jarrett's going to win on Monday.
as was a goddamn, you always take the words out of my mouth. Yes, Jeff Jarrett is going to, and you want to know why I think this? So they're rebranding the title international. Why they hired Jeff Jarrett? Anybody?
Ain't he
Anybody?
great?
No, they hired him mostly for his backstage stuff, which is why it was a big surprise to a lot of people that he was on air talents as well, because his number one job is to book matches and or not book matches, book venues overseas. So
Yeah, there you go.
what's an easier way? Like you have your international champion who's going to already be over there, can make appearances with the title, squash some local talent, set stuff up at the same time. So I think that I agree. I think Jarrett's going to end up winning that. What is it called again?
The international.
International.
We're going to level it up
championship.
to the international championship.
We're gonna level it up.
Yeah.
Hang on,
So-
you can't forget. You got to be bug-eyed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Got to see the whites
Yeah.
all the way around the pupils. Okay,
Dude. I
Gotta be
mean,
bug-eyed.
man, you're gonna have a heart attack by the time I did if you keep this shit up, bro.
I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
know.
man. Don't care what kind of shape you're in.
Yeah. So then so after this we get Ricky Starks. I actually like Ricky Starks. I get shit for this, but I like Ricky Starks. You guys,
He's good. He's
Yeah,
good.
he's-
He just
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
I like him on
he's
the
got
mic.
potential.
I like his, yeah. I mean, I wish he was bigger, but he's, whatever. He's not scrawny.
Man,
but,
half the guys in AEW ain't up to size. But
Yeah.
He's
Well,
actually big for an AEW guy.
yeah,
so what the
he is.
hell is up with the Juice and this Bullet Club BS? I mean, I know you guys probably know about this shit. Educate me. What is this nonsense? He comes
I'll
out.
let Joe take it.
Yeah.
What, me? About the Bullet Club?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
why is Juice coming out, beating up Ricky Stark? First of all, we get some Bullet Club graphic. I'm assuming Bullet Club music. I don't know.
Well, Juice is a member of the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't he
The
banging
Bullet
Tony
Club is
Storm?
based out of New Japan, man. That's where its roots are.
Who
And
is the new Bullet Club leader since Jay White?
I
got
don't
out?
know. I haven't seen anything new except for that one in the Valley that Monet
it the-
showed up
Like
on.
all I know is that it's not Juice. Like because somebody said they thought it was like
it's not
Juice was
Juice.
like pegged for that role,
Mm-mm.
but apparently it's not
Switchblade,
Juice
the guy
Robinson.
we were talking about last week, Danny,
Yeah.
was the leader of the Bullet Club up until Eddie Kingston beat him. So
Yeah.
I don't even know that they have a leader right now.
Okay.
Of course, I haven't seen anything new out of the New Japan lately, so
Hmm.
I don't pay to watch it. So
Yeah.
I just watch what they have on what is that, Access, and everything you see on Access is a month old. So yeah,
Well, after this, Tony Schiavone interviews Wardlow, who's sporting an FTR tank top, which was funny. He's like, "Yeah, I didn't have any gear because of what happened, but my friends lent me some clothes," and he does that number. And
yeah.
he's like, "I'm gonna beat Will Hobbs," which of course he doesn't. We'll get into that later. After that, we get Ruby Soho whipping the ever living shit out of Sky Blue. I do want to say I did invite.
That was a good
Burke.
match, and I like the promo too.
It was a good match. I invited Burke to join us because he's all elite. He doesn't watch the WWE, but he's on a airplane right now, going somewhere, so he couldn't join us. Because I know Sky Blue is his girl. But Soho not only beat
That
her,
match went longer than I thought it would.
but it was good.
Yeah,
It was a good
It
match.
didn't overstay
Yeah.
its welcome. It was like I'm
yeah,
glad they
and
gave her
and
a-
the
I
and
just
the-
thought she was going to smash her, and
Yeah.
they put
No,
on a good match.
They
really
did, and the post match was good too because like the rest of the Outcast come out. They
Mhm.
start to do the shtick with the spray paint, and then Willow Nightingale comes out to make the save.
Mhm.
Widow.
So, and Willow's just a giant ball of positivity. How can you not like that fat bitch?
Oh my
She's
God.
great.
Mhm.
Look, I know women don't like to be called bitches, Jay. That's from Jay and Silent Bob, but I'm from the East. I didn't mean that in a derogatory way. I just meant like female. After that, what?
The way you worded that.
Well, like,
Not all women are bitches. I just meant that like female.
yeah, well, no, because haven't you ever seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember like he's the whole movie. He's calling women bitches. He just says like bitches and blah blah blah. And then the girl he's trying to hook up with, she's like, you know what, Jay? Maybe women don't like to be called bitches. He's like, really? So, it's the East Coast thing. I'm sorry. So you derailed
now
me.
that you said positivity, though, I do kind of want to see Willow Nightingale in the New Day one of these days.
Right?
Like,
They need a girl.
Women in the New Day. It would be fun.
It would
Hell
be.
yeah.
Then because you got I like how they've turned. We'll get into that when we talk about WWE. Anyway, so then we have
real quick, just a note about Dynamite. Was it just me or was commentary really snippy at each other?
Yeah. I did
Right?
notice that.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
like
it's
Taz and
a
Shivani
little-
were like shitting on each other back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I just thought it was their shtick. So after this match, we get that pre-recorded MJF BS, which is fine, whatever. I know, like, he's the man, he's the champ, he's a heel, he's a dickhole.
Yeah.
But these pre-recorded I mean, I'm glad they did it because now he's got a big old black eye and he wasn't even on TV this week. But I don't know. After that, we got in-ring promo from FTR with Tony
Speaking of
Schiavone.
black eyes, how the hell did Dax get a shiner and he didn't even have a match?
Well, he was bleeding when he came out after the something happened when he came out after the guns. And remember, he was bleeding in the pay-per-view.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And he got a shiner in that same. So I like that was definitely the hard way. I don't know what happened, you know. And they
burnt the door backstage.
Yeah. But the promo was good. They got everybody worked up. They're going after the guns. They're going to get the titles. And yes, Daryl's
killing it.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. But I don't know that from personal experience, but I've witnessed Tony Khan on multiple interviews, and that dude is on something. I'm going to tell you that. So then we had AR Fox and Top Flight versus the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Versus the Jericho Vortex of mid-cardness. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, they were the sacrificial lambs to set up this triple threat for the trios, where I think Jericho is going to be the one who's pinned, and I think he's going to disappear for a little bit afterwards. What do you guys think?
He ain't missing Double or Nothing.
I
don't
said a
think
little
he is
bit.
either.
I know. I said a little bit, like 2-3 months. You know, we're 4 months away from Double or Nothing. So
no, it's in May.
4 months,
aren't we?
It's in June.
It's in May every year.
Or is it May?
It's Memorial Day.
June.
So it's in 2 months.
Yeah, it's here in Vegas too.
Yeah, I was fixing to say it's not very far away. It's their next pay-per-view.
I thought they've spread them out every 3 months.
They do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway. Well, maybe I'm wrong then. Okay, I don't know. He might like. What's he
I
gonna
thought
do?
it was in
Double or
June.
Nothing.
I thought it was in June. Hang on.
It's
I'll look
Memorial.
it up.
I know it's Memorial Day weekend because Tony Khan got all butthurt.
Which is usually at the end of May, beginning of June. Yes.
So,
May 28th, 2023.
Yeah,
May 28th. Okay. Wow.
All right.
2 days away from June. Yeah, there you go.
Then we get the then we have after that we have the Dark Order versus the Blackpool Combat Club, who are full-blown heels now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I guess
Which
they're
is
just
cool.
a trio. I guess they're just a trio because we already know that Regal's already back to work backstage with WWE.
Right.
And apparently Danielson's fucked off. So they're just going to be a trio now. Do you think they end up
push them
going
for the trios title?
That's what I was about to say. You think they're going to be going for the trios titles anytime soon? Because they whipped the ever living shit out of the Dark Order. You know,
I think eventually down the line they got a chance, but I'd like to see them demolish the Dark Order.
Well, they did. They pretty much.
I mean,
did.
further. I want them to end
further.
the
Yeah.
I want them to end the faction.
Yeah.
That would
I
be
love
cool.
the Dark Order, but ever since Brody Lee passed, they've just been.
Yeah, it's a nothing faction now.
All right, guys, we got
Really
a couple minutes before we have to take our mandatory break, and we're still talking about the freaking pay-per-view. It's a week old, so let's get to the next match.
We're
TNT
talking about
Championship.
Dynamite too.
TNT Championship match. Wardlow versus Hobbs. What a bummer. What a bummer.
What? I wanted Hobbs to win.
Not like this, though. Come on. With the QT Marshall.
Okay,
BS.
yeah, no. Stop trying to make QT Marshall happen. It's never going to happen.
QT Marshall is a dipshit.
Hey, he's friends
And
with the elite, man.
apparently we're gonna get some crappy ass.
Isn't this all
Miss
elite
TV.
wrestling?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
if you're in the elite, then you get to go, don't you?
All right, come on. This is the last match we got to talk about before the break. QT Marshall is apparently going to start doing a Ms. TV style bit starting next Wednesday called QTV, little interview segment show on Dynamite. What the who does this guy have blackmail? Yeah, who does this guy have blackmail photos on? Why is he even still like he needs to take
I think he's got naked pictures of Shad Khan.
Somebody. He needs to take his hair
the Jacksons. That's who's
doughboy looking ass and get the hell out. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. But
he's a friend of the Jacksons. So
yeah. Oh, well, there you go.
And they get to like I said, he's part of the elite, man.
Yeah.
Part of the elite.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there it is. Yes. Yes. Get some. Too sweet.
Let's just suck each other off, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay, cool. We got through the pay-per-view and through Dynamite. Rampage was totally missable. Did you guys watch it?
No, didn't even watch it.
Yeah. Like
I did watch all the WWE stuff. I can't wait
so
to
did
talk
I.
about
And
that.
when we get back from the
I
break,
haven't seen
we are
Roadblock yet, so please no Roadblock spoilers.
Oh, no. We're
What
not
hell is
talking
Roadblock?
NXT. We're just talking the two main
NXT. Who the fuck
WWE.
watches NXT? No, shut up,
I
Johnny.
do.
No, nobody's gonna watch the NXT. I don't watch.
I
shit.
miss when NXT was like must see TV. I miss
All right. Well,
those
look,
days.
hey, guys, we're gonna take our mandatory union break here. You stick around. We'll be back. If I'm not back on the other side of the break, that just means CC killed me. You can go on without me. It'll be fine.
Hi guys, this is Gary from Pop Culture Minefield here on KGRA, and we're leaving for our first break. I hope we survive.
A birthday without her mom, an anniversary without her husband, her wedding day without her dad. These are the days when military families feel it most of all. The loss of their soldier, their sailor, their airman, their Marine, their Coast Guardsman. Families never forget their loved ones lost to war or illness or suicide. Families never forget, and neither do we. We are TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. We provide resources, support, and comfort to heal the hearts and meet the needs of grieving military families, all at no cost to them. Your generosity can make an enormous difference in the lives of the families of our fallen military heroes. Our military families need to know they are not alone and they are not forgotten. Show them your support at taps.org.
Hey members, the new KGRA DB app is now available on iOS and Android devices. Gain on-demand access to any KGRA DB programming. Download any show directly to your mobile device to listen or watch on the go. Go to the App Store and search KGRA DB.
Oh wow, we survived. Welcome back from the commercial break. Now for some more Pop Culture Minefield on KGRA.
Might want to trim out some of that dead air. As my brother likes to say, dead air.
Oh, wow. Did we?
Hang on. I know how to
kill
get
Danny?
Danny back here. I know how to get Danny back here. Hey, Danny, take a look, bro. Look who it is.
James. Woo.
Look who it is, bro. Take a look. Come on now. Come on, Danny. Come back to us, Danny. Come on. Just flipping through the yearbook here, you know. Checking out everybody that's not with the organization anymore, like Mike Kanellis.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, that guy. And he's what? How about Moji Riley? What happened to that dude?
He was too hyped for this business.
Too hype? He was too hype. So
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
We are supposed to be getting into the WWE portion of things.
Oh man, was Raw not one of the best Raws you've seen in a while?
It was really good, man. It was.
I think we should probably do State of the Apron while we find Danny. I don't know where he shuffled off to.
We can do that, man. Hang on, let me get set up, dude.
Danny's taking his union mandated smoke.
Right, he's taking his union mandated. I'm getting busted up break or something. I don't know what he's doing, but let's see. Share screen. Boom. I wasn't ready, guys, but you know what? All my material's ready. So there you go.
Ready.
What he's talking about is State of the Apron. Why do we call it that? Well, we call it that because we know that's the hardest part of the ring, and the hardest thing in wrestling is getting to the big time, boys and girls. And that's why I like to show you about the up-and-coming wrestlers and the smaller promotions and what's going on with them. The first story I have for you over here, hang on one second, let me pull it up real quick. It is about the ongoing litigation going on with Major League Wrestling against the WWE. Now, if you don't know about this, I want to say it was January last year? Is that when they did it? Yeah, January of 22.
It was a while ago.
Yeah. Major League Wrestling filed suit against the WWE, saying that the WWE allegedly attempted to undermine the competition by inhibiting Major League Wrestling in its pursuit of media distribution deals. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I got a frog in my throat. Major League Wrestling also accused WWE of trying to hire contracted talent away from the company. That was the original suit. Well,
they wanted Jacob Fatu for the bloodline.
Right. Exactly. I think he's in the Samoan SWAT team. He was in Contra, wasn't he? And now I think he's in the Samoan SWAT team. But, God, that frog in my throat, it just won't go away.
It happens when you talk about litigation.
I swear it does. It makes you choke up because you got to remember the words like alleged and things like that. You got to remember that. Anyway, this week we come to find out that Peacock Universal has gotten the Reels channel, which they just got. I mean, this is getting stinkier by the second, man. They just got a broadcasting contract for their underground show with Reels, and now Reels has been bought by Peacock. So they can't show it. Okay? So they've upgraded their they updated their suit and saying that let's see, what did that other one say? Says their suit is argues that the WWE currently controls 92% of the revenue of this market, while AEW has 6%, leaving just 2% revenue for everyone else. Basically, they're saying they're trying to get a monopoly on wrestling. I don't know where this is going to go. Typically anybody that goes up against the WWE loses. They outspend them. So, but this has been going on for a while, so we'll see what happens with it.
My superpower is money.
Yeah, their superpower is money. Okay, so with the road to WrestleMania coming up, don't know if you guys know this or not, but all the smaller promotions want to jump on the bandwagon with WWE's big show of the year. And I wanted to give you a rundown of what's coming up with these promotions. The next Impact pay-per-view is going to be Sacrifice. That one, I believe, takes place let's see, the 24th.
Can we please find a way to take the belt off of Josh Alexander?
God, he got to go.
Hey guys,
backstage.
Oh God. Oh
God,
God.
quick.
Oh God.
Get us off of my story and get
what happened to your
face? Oh my God, he's been attacked.
Oh God.
No.
Oh God. Oh,
are you
Jesus.
okay? Did you survive?
Oh Jesus, hold up.
No, your shirt's on backwards, bro.
Oh God. Oh my God. What'd I miss?
Tell her to wait.
Did you really take a sex break in the middle of our show?
I mean, hey, look, it wasn't my idea, man. But give me a minute.
That's excellent, man.
Oh God. Okay.
Excellent. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, dude. That's funny. That's great. That's great. Is this more of what happened with the time change? Did she not understand we're going for another hour? Is that what it is, bro?
Yeah. I left my drink in the bedroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
But anyway,
Sacrifice for another 10 minutes.
Impact's next show. The big thing that happened this week, of course, I'm gonna have my eyes on the. I've told you guys, Jordan Grace is a talent that could be in the WWE. She is really awesome.
Some Jordan Grace.
Love her to death. She is awesome.
Muscle mommy.
Look, I'm sorry, man. She's insatiable.
I know it, bro. But this match was made this week by the DOA, the Director of Authority. Sorry. There she is, the fair Cece. There she goes after attacking our man during the break. But this match was made this week by the DOA, not Dead on Arrival, the Director of Authority, which is Santino Marella.
Wait, seriously, Santino's back?
Yeah, he's the DOA. He's the Director of Authority for Impact. He's the guy that makes the matches. Anyway, he made this match because Tommy Dreamer and
he gets to use his WWE name, right? I think I read something about that, right?
Yeah, he's using his name. And but they call him the DOA, the Director of Authority. But that's Sacrifice. That's on the 24th of this month. And then now this is the weekend of WrestleMania. Your wrestling card starts with Impact and New Japan together in a promotion called Multiverse United. This is going to be on Thursday, the 30th of March. Okay, it's at 6:00.
Yes, the Forbidden Door name was already taken.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, bud?
I said, I guess the Forbidden Door. That's kind of a lame name, but I guess the
Forbidden
Door was already taken.
They can't use Forbidden Door, right? But anyway, this the big matches in this one are Kushida against their champ Josh Alexander, Mike Bailey versus Will Ospreay, Jeff Cobb versus Moose. Those are the biggies. So that ought to be fun.
I'm sorry. Did you just say Speedball Mike Bailey versus Will Ospreay?
Yes, sir. Sure did.
Okay, I want to see that.
Gonna be cool.
I want to see that.
Then that Friday, Ring of Honor is going to have a show called Super Card of Honor. Okay, they don't really have a card though. Leave it to him. They're going to have a Reach for the Sky match for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. The Lucha Brothers are going to be involved, and then the rest is to be announced, and that's all they have for a card. So
FTR.
That's going to be that Friday. And then that Saturday, the first day of WrestleMania, NXT is going to be doing it all day long before WrestleMania with Stand and Deliver. Okay. And they don't, the big one there is Braun Breaker versus Camilo Hayes, and Johnny Wrestling versus Grayson Waller. Okay. And then, of course, we all know that, WrestleMania is that Saturday and Sunday.
You think Carmelo's going to win the big one so Braun Breaker can get his main roster call up?
He might, man. You never know. I don't know, though. It just depends. Depends on how much they want to keep pushing, trying to build up NXT. They want to keep building up.
I like Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah,
I like his shtick. He's one of the bright spots of NXT too.
Booker T loves Carmelo Hayes too. Hey guys, did I get it all? Can you tell? I'm like trying to.
You got most of it. You're good. Let me. I do want to draw attention to this though. This is a pretty neat thing going on. NWA 312 pay-per-view to benefit Highland Park Community Foundation July 4th mass shooting victims. Now, if you don't remember this, cool. it happened in the Highland Park area of I think it's in Illinois, but I think it's around the Chicago area. And anyway, the owner of NWA is part owner of a place called Madame Zuz's, and they are a plant-based tea shop and community space in Highland Park, Illinois, and they're gonna give everything to the Highland Park Community Foundation, a nonprofit organization that supports local programs and initiatives, including a fund for those impacted by the July 4th shooting. And like I said, Billy Corgan owns both the wrestling promotion and the tea shop that's doing it. So, yeah. So that's your WrestleMania weekend rundown for the lead up. If you want to overdose on wrestling, you are going to have a good time.
That is the weekend to do it.
Every promotion is going to have something going on. And this one right here, the NWA one, is that next weekend. I believe it's on the, let's see. Yeah, it's April 7th. It's the next weekend after WrestleMania. So, yep, that's what you got to look forward to. Thank you for putting that up for me, John. I appreciate it. And that's it for State of the Apron this week, guys.
All right. Well, let's talk about the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, let's do that. Because the WWE product was pretty good this week, man. It was pretty good. It was pretty good stuff.
Oh, so much good stuff on Raw this week to unpack.
Mm-hmm. You are muted, my friend.
You are muted.
I almost want to start with the end of Raw, but
you can't.
Let's build to it.
You got to build up to it.
Yeah.
You got to build up to it, man.
So it starts out with
that we had an appearance from the Invisible Man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Oh, and you heard all the hubbub about Vince McMahon was apparently in Gorilla the whole night.
With a mustache.
With a mustache.
Yeah, he's got a stash now.
They said it was a creepy pencil mustache. I don't know. I'd love to see.
He said he looked like John Waters and Gomez Adams had a love child. An 80-year-old love child.
Yeah. So I believe the episode started with the bloodline rolling in. No. That's SmackDown. How did Raw start? Help my memory here. I know normally I take notes.
It's been a week. I don't remember.
Oh,
but I can pull it up real quick. Yeah, I know how it ended, but that was pretty cool.
I do too. The ending was great. We got
they had a montage of what happened the week before on SmackDown. What it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
And then we got what do we get here? We got Kevin Owens. That's what it was. Kevin Owens and Solo Sikoa.
Good match.
Yeah,
it was a good match, but I hate that it ended in a schmoz. They don't like. I get it because
they don't beat Solo yet.
You're right. No, that's exactly what I was about to say. I get that they don't want to beat Solo yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're really stressing the fact that he hasn't been pinned or submitted yet.
Yeah. But Kevin wins by DQ because it was WWE.
Because Bloodline go to Bloodline.
Yeah, and then hey, I got a question about Solo Sikoa. What the fuck is going on with his legs? Like, what? Like, seriously? Like, he's got like
What's wrong?
no, they're always like wrapped up. He's got one bionic like knee brace that's big, like practically a leg brace on one, and he's like.
Well,
got
he
the
does
other
have
one.
knee problems.
Does he? Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
wondering. Okay.
Yeah, you know I know him
Okay.
personally, right?
No, I did not know that.
He's from here.
Is he related to?
Why don't you
Yeah,
get him
no,
on the
he-
show?
No, he's Rikishi's youngest son.
Yeah, get him on the show then,
He
Johnny.
is
You wanna brag about knowing
legit
him.
the brother of the Usos.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But he wrestled here for years. He lives here in Vegas, but he also wrestled here for FSW under the name Sefa Fatu for years.
Mhm.
So yeah, no, he's a good dude. He's actually a really friendly guy.
Oh, yeah, right on.
Yeah, don't let
Yeah,
that
they're going to
stop.
protect him until it's time
I
to.
like giving him shit because I was like, "Do you ever smile anymore?" Because he used to be all smiles when he was when he was here in Vegas. Like he had like a baby face gimmick, so he would he'd be all smiles and stuff. Like like the Usos used to be with the face paint, and the haka, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Daryl, you here in Vegas as well?
Yeah, actually, Daryl is my dungeon master. So shout out.
Oh,
to
nice.
D&D.
Right
Check
on.
it out.
Well, we got a game
Dungeons and
again,
Dragons
man.
Action. Look out. Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. Next
Nerd shit.
Yeah, nerd shit. Next up we have Bianca Belair and Carmella in a non-title match and a non-title contender match. And I don't know, why did we have this match? Like
I don't like any component of that match.
yeah, I was like,
Killing
why?
time.
I am not a fan. I know everybody loves Bianca Belair. I don't like her. I just
Oh,
don't.
I
I think she's a talented wrestler. I just don't like the hair stick. I don't like any of that. I'm just
man,
like,
well,
ugh.
we'll agree to disagree, man. I like a little snarky, like even though she's a baby face, she'll hop up on the second rope and like do that thing. She like tells people to kiss her ass, you know. I think it's funny. But Carmella is just God bless America.
She's one notch above the red-haired chick they kept trying to make something out of. What the hell was that girl's name?
The one who brought in Dewdrop.
Yeah,
Eva Marie.
Oh, Eva Marie.
Eva Marie. That's it. She's like one notch above that. You know.
Oh yeah. So,
I heard that Corey may be getting his neck fixed and he may be coming back to the ring. Has anybody else heard that?
No, I haven't, but I mean, stay behind. He's like the perfect millennial Bobby Heenan. He just needs to stay behind.
Yeah, I
Just a
like him
reminder,
as
speaking
the
of
heel
Eva
announcer.
Marie,
Yeah.
just
Do
a
what?
reminder that Eva Marie has a Funko Pop, and so many other deserving people do not.
You know, I think you've brought that up before.
I'm gonna die on that hill.
So next up we have Ms. TV.
Until I get a Mantar Funko Pop, I will.
Mantar? What's
Mantar.
next? What, you want to fucking Bastion Booger one too? Jesus.
Hell yeah!
Oh
Can
my
I get the
God, of
goon?
course you would.
The goon.
The goon. All right, so
Goon.
Ms.
Wrestle
TV
crap.
is up next. Oh man, all the videos are gone. I was gonna play the Stay on Target video, but it's not there. Anyway, so we have Ms. TV with no. Before Ms. TV. Yeah, hold up. Before that, Dolph gets squashed in a very forgettable match with
Hulu cut.
Omos.
Yes.
Yeah, Hulu. You didn't see it on Hulu. Yeah, well, it's because it was like
this is
Brooklyn Brawler. Really?
Yes, I want a Brooklyn Brawler Funko Pop.
What's next? Barry Horowitz? Come on, man. Jesus
Yes!
Christ, people. What the?
The Hebrew Hammer, man.
Oh my God. So, so Omos just destroys Dolph Ziggler. I feel like he
build him up as much as you want.
I feel like he deserved a little bit better, but that's fine. Okay, so then after this, we got to have can't remember before or after the Miss TV thing. We get Logan Paul.
Yes,
coming out.
Heel Logan Paul.
Oh, I'm loving heel Logan Paul, and he did the whole at the end of it. Bye bye, bitch. Like,
repeated exactly what Seth said last week.
Yeah.
Bye bye, bitch.
Yeah, it was
pretty good.
And I like I like how now that Logan's a heel, he still treats the Miz like shit. You know what I mean? I actually really do like that.
Yeah.
And Daryl, I agree. Daryl Harris, for those listening on KGRA, says, I am tired of Omos. He's not interesting. He's just huge. 100% agree, man. He's like this generation's Giant Gonzalez. I don't see him being around. Yeah. He's just.
I just hope he doesn't come out in a big, like, fake muscled bodysuit with hair in all the wrong places.
Oh, God, right. Yeah, like WrestleMania 9. So the Miz, he welcomes Logan Paul out to the ring. And then immediately Seth Rollins comes out to that. Oh, man, he's super over. I'd never expected this because it happened organically.
This whole fur jacket thing and everything is just throwing me off with the sunglasses, but people love it, dude.
Johnny Drip Drip.
I miss the architect. Even if he's going to be by himself, I love the architect motif, man. I love that shit.
Yeah. But did that? So I got a question. So the punch that, that one lucky punch he always talks about that knocked out Seth. It didn't look good to me. What about you? What did you guys think?
I mean, you can't just full on cock back and clock somebody.
No.
Yeah, I know, man, but they still could have done it better. I think
it's wrestling.
It just.
I think it was just a bad camera angle. They should have fixed it in the truck.
Yeah, I was fixing to say a lot of that stuff has to do with production.
If they got a better angle on it, it would look a lot better.
Yes. Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, that's a Kevin Dunn problem.
It probably would have looked a lot better if you were sitting in the third row.
Yeah, but I tell you what,
you know what I mean. So
yeah. Seth did an amazing job of selling it. Because it's something that bothers the shit out of me all the time when somebody's supposed to be knocked out and their eyes are open. Like Seth did not open his eyes the whole time, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
So Logan Paul is charismatic. Seth Rollins is the only guy on the roster right now that could sell a new version of Gold Dust.
Yeah.
He can make magic with the dumb mechanics. All right. Well.
Yeah.
Okay, Daryl. That's
he learned well from Jericho. Put it that way.
Yes.
Raiders Digest version, he learned well from Jericho.
Yeah.
He can put anything over.
So then the next match we have, which I was surprised how the outcome was Johnny what's his name? Johnny Gargano? The Gargamel?
Johnny Wrestling.
Stop shitting on Johnny Gargano. Did you watch that list of matches I sent you?
I can't bring myself to yet, man. I just can't.
Wow. I tell you what, I will not watch Young Rock until you watch those matches.
So you still haven't watched it. Fair enough. We're
there you go. Yeah. They're at a stalemate.
So,
it's a Mexican standoff, folks.
Yeah. Why is it got to be Mexican? Anyway.
It's
a
Canadian standoff there, don't you know?
Yeah, don't you know? Finn Balor lost to Johnny Gargano. I couldn't believe that. I was.
Why? Gargano's a good wrestler. And they had a banger of a match.
Oh, he's so good that he gets sent back to NXT.
I was fixing to say, didn't I just read his name on the WrestleMania first day card?
Didn't sure I did. New Day just have the NXT Tag Championship?
And I gave them a bunch of shit for that too. Like, who's
Gargano well? They
fighting?
Should have. You don't send these guys back down if you want to promote
Grayson.
It's
Grayson
not
Waller.
Down, it's a lateral move.
It's not a lateral move.
No, that's the minor leagues.
No,
buddy.
That's where you're wrong, Johnny.
Yeah.
It's not a lateral move.
He got sent back to the minor leagues.
It used to be.
It's not anymore.
It's not. It's the minor leagues. He's taking on Grayson Waller though, right? Did I read that? Is that what is? Yeah. Okay.
Because Shawn Michaels won't fight him.
Shawn Michaels is older
than dirt and doesn't need to be in the ring.
Yeah. So then, I think after that we got the Nikki Cross, Piper Niven. Thank God she's not being called Dewdrop anymore.
Right.
Match and holy cow! Like I did not expect this. Piper Niven just whipped the ever living shit out of Nikki Cross. Like
because she's good at wrestling.
I get it, but I didn't expect Nikki Cross to get beaten such a fashion. You know,
Nikki, thank God, is done with the superhero thing, and she's getting back to the crazy woman.
Can we pull the trigger on the sanity return? You got Eric Young back.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why they're having her lose. You know, she's going to have to join a faction to get built back up.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. No,
Speaking of that, there's one other faction thing when we get to it. I definitely want to say something about They dropped the ball on one of these things today.
Okay.
But
well,
it's a wrestler that you guys don't like, and I do. So
fair enough. Oh, Baron Corbin. Anyway,
yeah.
Fair enough. So the next part made me happy because it brought one of my WrestleMania predictions true. It proved to be true, and that's when John Cena comes out to the ring, and only to get interrupted by that disrespectful piece of heel trash. Austin Theory. Right. It was I actually I loved this segment. I really did.
Yeah, it was great.
I thought it was
John once again shows that he's really good at burning people in the middle of the damn ring.
Yeah.
Leaving them in a pile of ashes. Yeah.
So like he's gotta lose, right? Like he has to
he's
lose.
there to put him over. You know.
Oh yeah.
Do you think so? Though?
Yes.
I don't know. You don't think he's gonna pull up? That doesn't work for me, brother. Like John Cena kind of seems like that kind of dude to me. Like,
I think he's going to put Austin Theory over.
You do? I hope so.
He's going to put him over because, dude, it's the same thing. They always bring him back for WrestleMania, and he goes back to Hollywood after that.
Well, I loved how Austin Theory called out his bald spot. That was fucking funny.
That was good. That was good.
But that was like all he had, though.
That's all he had, and John just leaned into it, so he had no ammo.
Oh my God! Like, do you know who John Cena reminded me of? He reminded me of Eminem at the end of 8 Mile.
Right?
He's like, all right, you're gonna take a cheap shot on my bald spot. Fine, I'll make fun of my bald spot, but then I'm gonna eviscerate everything about you. And I'm oh my God,
it was great.
So
it was really good.
No, I really enjoyed the segment. I like how he said, "No, you're not ready."
No.
Man, he just ripped this kid a new asshole.
You just made the worst mistake.
Yeah.
He ripped that kid a new asshole. He sewed it up and then punched through the stitches.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Thanks for the visual, Johnny.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. So, so at the end, he does the whole shtick where he's like, because, what did he say? Austin Theory says, like, you say you never give up, but you not facing me at WrestleMania is giving up. And then he gets the crowd involved, and the crowd's like, do you want to see the, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah. And he's like, all right,
them decide.
I'll never give up on them. So you just made the worst mistake of your life, pal, kind of thing. So that was a really good segment. And the crowd was so into it too, man.
And then on his way out,
well, it's his hometown crowd.
He puts over Cody.
Yeah, well, he had a little bit of a flub up. He said the American Nightmare. And I was like, but then I was like, until the end of Raw, I was a little bummed because I was like, they played his music. They have the moment with John Cena passing the torch, and then they go to commercial. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's all we get a Cody. That's all. Okay, but wait, there's more. Yes. So we get back from the commercial break, and little poor pitiful Baron Corbin. He wants to be in the male or the maximum male models for some reason.
He's
now.
Just looking for something to do.
What?
And yeah. I guess he's probably
that didn't make the Hulu cut.
Yeah, it wasn't on the Hulu cut. Yeah, they had some stupid.
No, it wasn't on the Hulu cut. But this is the deal. This is why I say they dropped the ball with this.
Okay.
They could have repackaged him by having him win this match. Okay, because she said, I'm going to do a makeover on you. We're going to totally redo you. Blah, 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 blah. They could have done that, and no, they had him dump.
You notice how he also teased he's been losing a lot lately and blah, blah, blah. Do you think they're going to go back to the bum-ass Corbin? Broke-ass Corbin?
I'd like to see him
I loved bum-ass Corbin, so I kind of hope they do.
I do too.
I want to see the Lone Wolf.
That's never happening, bro.
I know it's not.
It's never happening.
What I want to see.
He lost his hair, man.
That's why I love the guy.
You got to give up on that, man. I mean, I feel bad for you guys who aren't as fortunate as me, but sometimes you just got to deal. You just got to deal.
He ain't got to have hair to be the Lone Wolf. It's attitude, baby.
It's funny. Don't feel so bad. I actually think that just means.
Are you saying he can't be tough as a bald guy?
No, I don't think they're going to go back to the Lone Wolf because that had a specific look.
Can they just give him back his music? Because I love that I am the darkness, I bring the thunder. Like, I freaking love that music, man.
I'll be
when he
you
lost
in
that
the
music,
days.
he lost
Hell
me as a
yeah,
fan.
man. Dude, that move was the most protected in that company for a long fucking time.
Well, it still is, man. It's only one person's ever.
Only one person's ever kicked out of it.
Yeah.
That was it was recent. It was recent.
I can't even remember who it is, but yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Clearly, it gave them a star push.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So then, okay, sorry about that. So then, yeah,
you see Daryl Harris? It's time to unbury Baron Corbin. That's right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Yes.
Baron Corbin's exactly where he should be.
Horseshit.
Because whatever. He should have never beat Kurt Angle in the Kurt Angle retirement match. That should have been somebody else. It should have been Kurt Angle, John Cena, but I'll never forgive WWE for letting Baron Corbin be the one to retire.
Yeah, it should have been somebody huge do that. You're right.
But
I have no defense for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but a fun factoid about this match that Chad Gable won. This was his first win since November.
I was fixing to say it was his first.
I'm telling you, man, 2023. It's the year of the Gable. We are ready, willing, and Gable to see that Chad Gable push.
So,
and you know, it could be a cool thing if they do it right. It could be a very cool thing.
Yeah, I will say though, man,
he'll be Intercontinental champion before the end of the year.
Right. Well, maybe. I don't know, man. I tell you what, though, he is impressive. The way because he's so much smaller than Baron Corbin, and those rolling German suplexes he did on that big dude.
I like the way
really
he worked him off the
impressive.
turnbuckles to get enough momentum to do it to him.
Yeah,
that was really cool. You know,
he's hold up. This is funny. Daryl Harris finally. Chad Bagel.
Chad Bagel.
There's another guy going to waste. The entire NXT class of Baron Corbin, Chad Gable, and Apollo Crews is ready to take a step up.
Yeah.
Where is Apollo
I'm just
Crews?
thinking,
talk about somebody that needs to go to milk carton.
See that comment because he'll try to repackage Chad Gable as Chad Bagel as like, hey, just some like Jewish New Yorker,
right? So
Oy vey.
Not enough schmear, shush. There's not enough schmear on this bagel.
You got a little schmutz on you. Schmeckle.
Right.
So yeah, right. So to answer your question, Joe, Apollo's in NXT and he's not he's dropped the Nigerian accent. He's back to being, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, this leads us to the main event of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Uso versus Sami Zayn. And I was
wait a minute, did we forget about I might have the shows mixed up, but what about was Lita and Becky on SmackDown, or was that?
No, they were on Raw.
I thought so. Yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah,
I guess it was forgettable. Let's talk about that.
They set up the match. The match that we all thought was going to be coming.
That poses a problem for
the belts
media plans
for the belts.
Well, they're really pushing Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey to go for the women's tag belts, and that's what Ronda wants. That's why she dropped the belt to Charlotte. That's why she poo-pooed the Rhea Ripley match. She wants to win the tag belts with her friend.
Yep.
And so
I must have missed this. I don't remember
the titles in that damage.
Yeah, they came out and they were talking. It was a promo thing only. Becky and Lita came out and they were talking about the belts and everything, and they were talking about damage control, and Trish Stratus came out and was talking with them and stuff, and then here came who I affectionately call Butterface, Bailey, and her crew, the damage control. They came out there and they challenged them to a match. They challenged damage control to a match, a 6-person match at WrestleMania, and they accepted.
So what the hell's going to happen with the women's?
Exactly, it screws up the tag belts.
Yeah, so we got to find some way to get those belts off of Lita and Bex
right before the
main event.
So We've got
Okay,
a few weeks here.
I just found it on YouTube. I did. I totally missed it. I don't know how I missed this. I totally missed this segment.
Got to watch the DVR version. Yeah.
It's no, I do, but I was watching. I kind of watch it like on double speed, and then like
I might have thought it was commercial. It was not a very big portion of the show.
It was only apparently it's only 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
So, but
so
wow,
the media card is shaping up.
It is, but wow. Well, I really thought it was going to be
so they like
Ronda and Baszler going for the titles at WrestleMania. So nothing for Ronda at WrestleMania.
Maybe. Well, let's check. One of the things they might do to build up the 6-person match is make Damage Control cost them the belts in a match against them or something, or another. Pick. I mean, who else? What other tag teams are there in the women's division? Isn't there?
And that's the problem, man.
There's not as many tag teams.
They've done a shit job.
Maybe
the sad thing is I would say this is a perfect time to bring up Toxic Attraction, but didn't they just implode on themselves?
I don't know, man. I don't watch NXT. Just like I don't watch minor league baseball.
But you hear what I'm saying, right, guys? They could put the tag belts on a heel team, right? Or maybe a face team and just make Ronda and Shayna the heels. I don't know. But
they are the heels. They are so good as
heels. So find a couple of baby faces and give them a match and have Damage Control cost them the match to build up their match. You know what I'm saying? Cost them the belts.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a possibility.
Yeah, but that's still like, then what do they do at Mania? Because you're talking about
well, they've got the 6-person match, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about if Baszler and Rousey win the tag titles before
That's not what
Mania.
I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You put them on somebody else and have Baszler and them take them.
Oh, okay. But
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of
somebody else.
Who? Yeah, isn't there some? I mean,
that's why I never I wish they wouldn't have fired the Iconics or tried to split them up. I mean, that was a natural women's tag team, and I love the Iconics. They were so.
I did too. I am a huge fan of the Iconics.
I really fuck Vince McMahon. Like I
right?
can't say that enough. I fucking hate that guy. Yeah,
he's never happy with. I mean, when somebody's over, he wants to bust it up. I don't understand it.
Me either.
You want to get your people over. Why in the fuck would you screw it up? I don't get it. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
But that's a possibility. But surely Ronda and Shayna have got to have a match at Mania. Surely.
Oh my god! And I thought, and nobody's bringing this up. I thought Trish Stratus lost a retirement match against Charlotte Flair. Didn't that happen? Did I dream that?
I don't think there was a stipulation.
I don't think there was any stipulation like that. No.
Okay, I could have swore it was. Okay.
Yeah, but Sonya Deville's a heel too.
But I tell you what, Trish
the problem with it, Daryl, is they'll have to slap somebody together for it. It's very last minute. I mean, we're less than a month away.
Knox.
We're less than a month away. Yeah, exactly. Shotzi just lost on SmackDown to somebody, didn't she?
Charlotte,
yeah. So.
Yeah. It was a tune-up match.
Yep. But anyway, that if you wanted to get the belts off of Lita and Becky, that's how.
Okay, hold up. So she did. So I was listening to it in the background because I missed the segment.
Yeah,
she was retired. She just said to Butterface.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to you, I went from I am retired to I was retired.
Wow. Okay.
This is what Trish just said to Butterface. So
there you go. So once again, retirement matches don't mean anything. Ric Flair proved that already.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. So there you go. But anyway,
all right. So the main event. Now to the main event. Sami Zayn beat Jey Uso fair and square in the middle of the ring. Hey. That was so beautiful.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was so good.
And his brother watched.
Yeah, which leads into no. Was that was which leads. So his brother watched, and
his
then
brother watched.
The
ending was awesome. Come on, man.
Yeah, he has his little thing with his brother where he's doing this, like, like pulling his shirt, and
he's just
goes
struggling with it. Damn it!
Yeah.
How could you lose this match?
Tells Sami Zayn, "I got you, dog." They hug.
They
the crowd
hug, big
pops.
hug, pop, huge.
Everybody thinks, yeah. And then Sammy's like, "It's not too late for you, Jimmy. You can be with us. You don't need Roman." And super kick from Jay.
Takes him out.
Right.
Just takes him out.
Then throw him in the ring, beat the shit out of him.
Crying out and then suddenly silenced.
Yeah, right. But then we get
Cody comes in for the save.
Yep. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Yes. Cody Rhodes runs out to the ring, starts to take off his stuff, and then like beats the shit out of him. And we end the show with Cody and Sammy with both their like holding each other's hands up in the air, and it's just oh god.
Yep. It was a good ending.
They're doing it. They're doing this so. God, Triple H is good. They're doing this so smart because there was a lot of worry about like fans resenting Cody.
Much as they did in AEW because of that one match where he destroyed the guy and was taking one for the team and he never came back from it. Yeah.
I think, and I don't know if you noticed, there was a backstage segment
with KO
where you could see Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes talking way in the background. Mm-hmm. So I think we're planting seeds here. Cody's going to be the one to reunite
bring the
them
brothers back together. The Canadian
so they
brothers
can win the titles.
And they did have a segment with Sammy still pleading with Kevin. Hey,
they did. That was towards the beginning. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like. Yeah, I should take better notes. Anyway, but yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that. So, gosh, oh wow, we got maybe 10, 12 minutes left, and we still got to talk about SmackDown.
SmackDown.
No,
SmackDown. We can do a Reader's Digest version of SmackDown.
And plus, Raw was the big one this week. Like,
it was.
SmackDown was just follow up.
SmackDown was a follow up. It really was. I mean, the only thing of consequence really for next week was the fatal 4-way they had for with the bullshit ending where Sheamus.
No, that was a 5-way. That was a 5-way.
Was it 5-way?
Yeah,
anyway, it was still a bullshit ending where
McIntyre. I thought it was really clever.
Yeah, man, I actually kind of liked it too. What I don't like is the whole like what's his name? Pierce. He booking those two guys to fight next week. We're going to get the
triple threat.
Yeah.
No, we're going to get the triple threat.
The crowd was chanting triple threat. If you remember. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what, LA Knight got a hell of a pop. That was surprised by that.
I got a feeling he's going to get a push after WrestleMania. He's just cannon fodder right now, but I think he's going to get a push after WrestleMania.
I think he's going to win Money in the Bank.
I'm just wondering who it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know if he'll be at WrestleMania, but I'm calling it now. I think LA Knight's
going to. Is a good spot for him.
I think he's going to win Money in the Bank. That's what.
Especially the way he can talk on the mic. He's one of the few guys who can really get a crowd going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah. So then we get the first inductee into the 2023 WWE Hall of Fame, Rey Mysterio,
who's still wrestling.
Yeah, so that's why I think. Hold up. I think that this is the first time they've done something like this. I think it's going to be an angle. I think Dominic Mysterio. Okay, so before I get into that, did you hear? It was announced over the weekend who's inducting him into the Hall of Fame. Did you guys hear about this?
Yeah.
Conan is going to be the one to induct him into the Hall of Fame. I think.
Nice.
Okay, Joe, real cute. I think that Dominic is going to do something that somehow keeps Ray from actually getting inducted. You know what I mean? Like he's going to come out and ruin the whole thing with the judgment. And I actually think he's going to like lay out Conan as well, just to try to like build up even more heat for this punk kid. Because like Conan's actually in real life his godfather.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I think is going to happen. I think that this is the first time they're using the Hall of Fame to do an angle, because that's not happened before. And I think that's so I'm calling it here. That's what I think is going to happen. But this was funny because
wait. Are you suggesting Conan gets a WrestleMania moment?
no, because the Hall of Fame is not at WrestleMania. They recorded after SmackDown on Friday. And I think they do air it on Peacock, but it's right after SmackDown.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about this induction, I think it was one of the Caleb Braxton or somebody from WW, one of those chicks calls out.
Caleb Braxton.
Was it Caleb Braxton?
No. You mentioned
she's cute.
her.
She's got freckles. I love a girl.
Takes me to a happy
freckles.
place.
Yeah.
And she's
Can
tiny.
you guys feel how unenthused I am about this whole dominance?
Yes, I saw you yawning. So let me get through it real quick, so I don't have to punish you anymore.
No, go ahead. I'm just letting people know I don't like this whole thing. I don't like what it's doing to the other members of Judgment Day. I don't like any of it.
I don't like that it
Well,
turned Legado del Fantasma face because Santos.
I don't like the mommy thing with friggin' Rhea Ripley. She needs to be on her own, beating ass. I think they screwed up by putting Damian Priest in a faction.
I love Judgment Day, man.
Blech. Blech.
You can hate on Judgment Day all you want. I'll like them for the both of us.
Go, man.
All right. Go. So Dominic comes out to interrupt this Hall of Fame announcement interview thing, and tries to, it doesn't try. He completely disrespects his father, and then Santos Escobar comes out. I actually do like that they turn them face, because you've got three guys and a girl with whatever their name is. I always screw it up. And then you've got the same.
El Fantasmo?
El something.
Legado del Fantasma.
Legado. There you go. I'm sorry. I'm the whitest dude, So I like it, because you need somebody like equal footing to go up against Judgment Day. So I thought it made sense to me. Plus they did the mass. I dig it. So Santos comes out, talks a big game. It leads into a match, and loses. That was, they lost to Judgment Day.
That they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Judgment Day is awesome.
Yeah. And then after the fact, Dom gets on the mic, being a dick
tries to get
his
his
dad,
father to hit him again.
Tells everybody, hey guys, get out of the ring. Let me have the ring with my pops. So he tries to get him to hit him, pushes him and everything. And then he tries to do some kind of dive. Ray sidesteps. He goes out. He being pronouns pal, Dom, Condom, falls out on the mat outside, and this is going to be a WrestleMania match, and it's probably not going to get made until the Hall of Fame. That's what I'm calling. I think Dominic's gonna ruin Ray's moment.
Do you think we'll have a scrum on the Hall of Fame stage?
Ooh, we haven't had that since the Fan Attack Bret Hart.
No, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be on the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I mean, Dominic is going to. Judgment Day is going to jump Ray. I'm calling it now. Judgment Day is going to jump Ray and Conan, and then they're going to leave, and then Ray's going to dramatically get up and like not actually get inducted to the Hall of Fame. Going to get on the mic. All right, Dom, you want to fight? You got one. I'll see you at WrestleMania. Like, that's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to stretch that taffy out till the very last
Dominic
minute.
dropping that I should have been Eddie's son.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yes.
That was talk about long-term storytelling. That was like 20 years in the making. He
should have said, I wish you had lost that ladder match.
Yeah. That would have been even better. I should have been Eddie's son. No, that was like so good. The next match I didn't get. I don't know what the deal. I don't like the Viking Raiders. I just don't like them.
Stop trying to make the Viking Raiders happen. They're never going to happen.
Yeah.
You stole my line, Johnny.
Yeah. He's good at that.
That's the whole reason. He heard me say it before the show.
That's what I do.
He heard me say it before the show.
Yeah.
I was going to use my camera and everything. That's what I was going to use the camera for.
bastard. You bastard.
See,
You
it's gonna be me
bastard.
versus Joe at WrestleMania.
That's
There
it.
you go.
I'm gonna get my ass
Um,
kicked. My buckle
so-
5.
So yeah, they beat Strowman and Ricochet, which I don't think was the right play here. I don't. I think we should be building Ricochet and Strowman as a tag team up because our tag team division sucks, and they need to just stop with these two. They need to. I really hope that when Sammy and Kevin win, they show up on Raw the next night with just one set of belts. And there's just one. They're the WWE tag team champions. There's not enough fucking tag teams to have two sets of titles. There's just not.
No.
Agreed.
Rick.
And I feel
Okay.
like- I feel
And what
like
the hell
tag
is this?
titles should be
Okay.
what they intended the women's belts to be, where it's like
Yeah.
defended on all brands.
Yeah, totally. What the hell is Valhalla like? What's his name?
Eric's wife.
No. Like, is she
do
like
that?
the WWE Danhausen now? She put a curse on Ricochet during this match. The hell is that? You know what I mean?
Troll
Like,
magic.
Jesus, she looks like a damn troll. Which one is she married to? The fat one or the fatter one?
The
Right?
not as fat one, the one with the tattoos.
Okay,
Which
they're
one is
not
she
as fat.
surviving with
Yeah, right.
every night?
Yeah.
Whew, I survived that one.
She'll be eating worms soon. She's the boogeyman.
Yeah, right. Jesus. So Daryl said that in the chat. That's funny.
Yes.
Okay.
I read that. I was like,
So
You only got a few more minutes, man.
all right,
Wrap
well,
it
we
up.
only got 2 matches left, so let's get through them. So the next one's Charlotte Flair versus Shotzi, which I thought
Tune-up
was
match.
weird. Huh?
tune-up match. Charlotte wins, lol.
Yeah, but just to make sure everybody knows Shotzi's still a face, they shook hands at the beginning of the match.
Right.
And
And
then,
it was more for the promo afterwards. So
yeah, and that's what I was about to get to. Is like, poor Charlotte, man. I think she was a little gassed for that promo. She was a little knickered, a little tired, but it was a good promo.
I mean, it's tiring work carrying an entire women's division on your back.
The fuck are you talking? Whatever. I can't wait till she loses to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. I'm like, just gonna be, yeah. In the crowd, while Rhea was talking, trying to get in the what?
Yep.
What? I hate that shit. Anyway, all right. Final match of the night, or not? And it's not even a match. It's a segment. Jey Uso comes out to the ring
to explain his actions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then what happened? Okay, and then they invoke Cody Rhodes' name a few times, so he comes out. He's like, "Hey, man, if you're going to talk about me, why don't you just talk
to me?"
Yeah. And then that distracts him enough for Sami Zayn to run in the ring, and then Cody runs down, and like somebody needs to tell Cody, "Yo, bro, next time before you step out on stage, unbutton your wrist."
Yeah, it took him forever to get his shirt off.
Dude,
in the
he had
crowd.
to tear it off. Did
I
you
noticed
notice?
that too.
He still had a piece of the shirt on his wrist.
He was trying to rip it off
because it got stuck on his watch. Because he also didn't take his watch off. I mean, come on, man! Everybody, you could take your watch off.
I just want to see him do the whole Henry Cavill like cock my arms thing,
right?
Yeah.
Like,
But no, this was a great way to end the show. They're fighting out in the crowd. They get back in the ring, and then again we end the show with Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes
standing tall,
standing tall in the middle of the ring. Yeah,
raising their arms
very
up in
cool.
the air, and
it's pretty smart. Like we talked
yeah.
about Raw, it's a good way to go because there could have been backlash against Cody if they hadn't done it this way.
Yeah,
could
no,
have been.
totally.
Because Zayn is over. He is over like Rover.
Like Rover.
So we're getting to the end of the show, and I totally spaced on doing the fuel up promo. So let's go ahead and get into that now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now. Get to the chopper with fuel up.
Start your day right. Do it. Get your
Do it
fuel
now.
up. Get your fuel up. We got fuel up wake. We got fuel up play. We got fuel up rest. The wake is full of the caffeine, so you can get your day started. The fuel up play helps you with your concentration, and the fuel up rest helps you come down from all the copious amounts of cocaine we have in the fuel up. It's just fantastic.
down.
It's fantastic. To get your fuel up today, all you need to do is go to www.fuelup.gg/Dork Ring. You'll get free shipping on all your orders. Just remember to use a promo code. That's Dork Ring. DORKRING.
That is a scary promo.
That was pretty good, man. I'm
Do
not
it.
gonna lie.
Do it now, you bastards.
No.
No, I'm talking about the promo code. That is scary.
Yeah,
Dork
Ring.
Ring?
Don't talk back. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my God,
Johnny Rock, tell the people where they can find you on the socials and let us know if you've got anything coming up before next Sunday.
It's right there. That's my Instagram and my Twitter.
People on the radio can't see what you're pointing at, brother. Say it out loud.
Oh, at Johnny Rock 28.
There we go. Johnny with an H,
Follow
Rock
me at Post
28.
Memes.
And I guess he's got nothing going on for the week. Joe, I know you got plenty of stuff going on. Tell the people all about you, what you're going on, or what's going on, and where to follow you.
Look, I got 3 shows a week on my channel. Just go to Joe's Atmosphere, all one word with an F instead of a PH, and you will find my entire schedule.
There you go. I am Danny the Dork Knight at Dork Knight LV. That's night as in Golden Knights, not as in nighttime. So there's 2 Ks in that. And I have I do the Star Wars Wednesdays with Salty Trekker. That is at 3 o'clock Pacific. Thursdays, we do our Nerd Fight show where we are currently reviewing Picard. That is at the same time as well, 3. And sometimes I do a Friday show. Sometimes I do a Saturday. I'm kind of non-committal on those, but I'm definitely here every Sunday. Same dork time. Sunday. Same dork time. Same dork channel. For Pop Culture Minefield. This motherfucker cut me off. Did you hear this? What the fuck? Let's see how it is. You're fired.
It's gonna be okay, buddy.